Welcome to section 16.4. This is the 168th session of the CISSP exam prep series. In this session, we'll cover how to protect the media that holds your data. We'll answer several questions. What counts as media and why manage it? How do you protect media in daily use? How do you care for backup tapes? What about the data on mobile devices? And how do you retire media at the end of its life? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because your data lives on physical things, and physical things get lost, stolen, and worn out. Picture a backup tape riding in an unmarked van, a thumb drive slipping out of a pocket, and an old drive tossed in a bin with the payroll files still on it. Every one of those is a breach waiting to happen. Managing media is how you keep confidentiality, integrity, and availability intact from cradle to grave. So what counts as media, and why manage it? Media is anything that can hold data, and that net is wide. Tapes, optical discs, internal and external drives, solid-state drives, flash drives, and even the memory cards inside phones. Backups often live on tape, so media management leans heavily on tapes, but it reaches every format, including plain paper printouts. Why bother? Because handling media well is what preserves the core triad. Mark it, handle it, and store it properly. And you prevent leaks, tampering, and destruction all at once. How do you protect media in daily use? By locking it down physically and controlling how it connects. Media with sensitive data belongs in a secure spot, with tight access control, and with temperature and humidity control so it does not corrupt. Then there is the connection risk. Many organizations block removable drives outright, or detect and log every attempt to use one, sometimes backed by a written policy. The reason is simple. A flash drive is a two-way threat. It can carry malware onto a clean system, and it can smuggle huge amounts of data out in someone's pocket. A common middle ground is issuing only company-approved, hardened drives with built-in encryption. How do you care for backup tapes? By keeping copies apart and shielding them from the environment. The golden rule is at least 2 copies. One on site for quick recovery and one in a secure off-site location, so a fire in one place does not erase your only backup. Tapes are fragile. Keep them away from magnetic fields, since a stray field acts like a degausser and wipes them, and away from heat, dust, moisture, and rough handling. Move them in climate-controlled transport, guard them the whole way, and let them acclimate before use, and encrypt them so a lost tape does not become a disclosed tape. What about the data on mobile devices? It deserves the same respect as any other media, because these devices are storage in your pocket. Laptops, phones, tablets, and smartwatches all pack internal or removable memory that can hold email, attachments, contacts, and documents. The key point for the exam is simple. If a device stores sensitive data, it is media, and it needs protecting. Treat a lost phone the way you would treat a lost drive, because from a data standpoint, they are the same problem. How do you retire media at the end of its life? Carefully, because worn-out media still holds recoverable data. All media has a finite life, often described by a mean time to failure, a rough count of how many reuses or years you can expect. Watch your backups for errors, and rotate a tape out the moment it starts failing. When media hits that limit, destroy it, with a method set by how sensitive the data was, often degaussing then bulk shredding. Solid-state drives are special. Degaussing does nothing to them, and built-in arrays can miss data. So many teams simply destroy them. And do not confuse mean time to failure with mean time between failures. The first is for things you replace, like a tape, and the second is for things you repair, like a server. So let's bring it together. Media is anything holding data, and managing it protects confidentiality, integrity, and availability. In daily use, you lock it away and control removable connections, since a flash drive threatens you both ways. Backup tapes need separated copies, careful environmental handling, and encryption. Mobile devices are just media in your pocket, so protect the data they carry. And at end of life, you destroy media by its sensitivity, remembering that solid-state drives usually need physical destruction. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on rucloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, Post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.